Hello again, it is I, the Crypto Otaku, getting this show on the road. How you been? I hope you're feeling as positive and motivated as I am as we continue to move on up. Let's get started in today's market analysis. Yeah, man, oh my god, it's been another crazy day in crypto, another crazy day with Federal Reserve Jerome Powell, being interviewed by Congress again. Yeah, so let's break it down and see what happened. Alrighty, so Bitcoin is now consolidating around 67,000, just over, above. And again, it feels like we've been here forever, right? But it's only been like what? Like 2.5, 3 days? 3 days? It's been 3 days. We've been 3 days at the all-time highs, and our last point, major resistance, was at 62. So yeah, we've come a long way. We are just about to touch the butt of bigger and better things. I mean, the next real big stop is going to be like 70k. There's going to be a lot of resistance there, right? And then we're going to see I would say right above, right? I mean, 75 is going to be, again, another psychological number. So somewhere in between here, we might be bopping around for another day, too, because the traders are not going to let go. Speaking of traders, SOLANA last night, man, that was crazy, wasn't it? Oh, man, we covered it here last night. I think it was within the hour that it went down with SOLANA in the market close. Yeah, we've got a little bit of his update as of today, and you'll be surprised.
Well, you and I have both contributed to that, no doubt. Real quick, Bitcoin and oil both up. Are we going to see that continue? Gold.
Gold, right. Yeah, so the weak dollar is a bonus for gold, because anything that when the...
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed today, just quickly, the dollar did drop down to 102. Look at that. Hasn't been this low in quite a while. Let's go back and see. It was sometime last year. Yeah. Beginning of this year, actually. We were that low. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't remember that. Beginning of this year. So yeah, we are coming back down. The last 3 years, the lowest I think we were was about 190. Back at the end of 2021, we were at 90. Then last year we hit about 1. So, is a recession coming? Oh well, we're gonna get into that as well. Let's finish up with SOLANA.
Dollar weakens, any commodity or currency like that is going to do well. The kicker for Bitcoin is simply the 69,000 level that we got rejected off of for that one quick flush. We're slowly grinding back. If it gets through that, it could go to 75 pretty darn quickly. So big level to watch there. And then same.
He makes it pretty quick and clean there. So yeah, he's calling for 75. I don't think he ranted very much on about, last night in the debacle, but let's just take a look.
Data, maybe it's stronger than expected, and then does that give the reason for gold to...
So much for joining me today.
It's great to be.
Yeah, he pretty much cut it down to the chase. He knows that the Bitcoiners were not having that last night. No, him talking about it dumping down to 15k, 40, back down to 40. It was nuts. Hey, Mondo, how's it going tonight? Mondo! Shout out to Mondo. That was SOLANA again, kind of reverting back to where he was last night. That was crazy. They just tore him a new one on Twitter last night. It was absolutely insane. But yeah, in other news, we had Federal Chair Jerome Powell, and I wanted to play a little bit of that today. It wasn't as much of a snooze fest as it was yesterday, but we'll just play a little bit of what we heard.
And so we've been working with them, and so for some time we've been doing that. And this is a problem that we'll be working on for years more, I'm sure. There will be bank failures, but this is not the big banks. If you look at the very big banks, it's not a first-order issue for any of the very large banks. It's more, smaller and medium-sized banks that have these issues. We're working with them. We're getting through it. I think it's manageable is the word I would use, but it's a very active.
He says manageable. I don't know about that. We were tracking Bancor yesterday, and again last month, and again back in its original fall back in January. Yeah, Bancor is not doing very well, and you can see here. I just had this pulled up real quick. It hasn't been. Let's go back to Max. It hasn't been this low for their stock since the 90s. The 90s. This bank is done. Apparently, I've heard some people talk about mergers and buyouts and yada yada yada. Again, this is a bank that already merged with Silicon Valley last year, when the Silicon Valley Bank closed around the same time frame. This is when we started the bull run last year. I talked about it. It's been a crazy ride, but the banks are still failing, and we're still seeing Bitcoin rally along with that, as well as gold. And gold's up today. Garasali was talking a little bit about that too. I'm sure Peter Schiff is smiling and pissing his pants. But it's only up, I think I have it on my chart here, yeah. It's only up, actually, oh wait, it looks like this broke a new all-time high. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Yeah, as of today, wow, as of right now. Market close, gold's up a new all-time high at 2160. So it goes to show you that people are worried. I mean, we're on the back of a recession right now. UK, again, we go back into history, and history showed us that when UK goes into recession, which they did a few weeks ago, we were about 6 months away from a recession ourselves in the States. So, but it happened. Is that going to affect Bitcoin? I don't know. I think this is what Bitcoin was made for, and it's a true testament. We will wait and see. And the true believers will hodl, and the ones that are not are going to get left behind. It's just that simple. Hate to get all biblical and end of days, but it's kind of where we're at. Again, welcome to the dystopian future of tomorrow. Yes, brought to you by yours truly, Bitcoin and gold. Just remember though, when it comes to Bitcoin, there is no second best. Nope. There is no second best. Anyway, so that's what's going on right now with the Fed. The traders are still holding us back. And I saw this today too. Where was it? I think it was CoinDesk covered it. Oh, no. Bitcoin Magazine. No. Where the hell did I see this? Oh, shame on me. I think it was this one here, Bitcoin News. I'm talking about the longs right now. No, it wasn't here. Who the hell was covering this today? Bear with me as I try to find this. Basically, the longs right now. Yeah, right here. Bitcoin price, I just saw this today. I was like, I wonder how this will play out. The Bitcoin price needs to have a 5% dip to liquidate $2 billion of Bitcoin longs. Now, if this happens, that would be incredible. Okay, you might ask me why would you want to see a 5% dip? That's crazy. No, I want to see a 5% dip because we need to shake these people out from trading, right? We need to get them out. Yeah, we'll have a brief dip down to 5%. That would put Bitcoin at, let's see where we're at now. We're at, let's say 67. My numpad's blown apart from me spilling a drink on my computer last night. But yeah, 67,000, right? We're just going to do a 5% dip. Yeah, 63. Come on. Let's go down to 63 flat. Let's knock off all the paper hands. all the traders, and yeah, let's just get this ball rolling. Come on, 70,000, here we come, right? So I thought that was really cool to share my perspective on that. We really need to just get this done with. You shouldn't be trading this asset. This is a store of value, okay? So yeah, just wanted to quickly, just briefly touch that, because that's what's holding us back right now. We just keep fighting the traders back and forth, as BlackRock gobbles up every single thing that's traded every day. They're making record accumulations, so do not fade this. Hold your Bitcoin, hodl it. Sure, if you want to play the game and you want to allocate like 5 or 10% of your portfolio to trade, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. I'm not a financial advisor. Please like and subscribe down below if you you know, are into this sort of thing. But yeah, this is not slowing down. Oh, it is slowing down until we knock these traders off. But it's not slowing down ultimately because, like I was talking about last night, these ETFs are creating shelves. Every single day we're creating a new shelf, a new shelf, a new shelf. You may not see it. You may not see it through all the sell-offs and the trading, but every day, I guarantee you, we're sitting about a $500 on average, 600. I think I did the math one night. It was like $600 or $700 price action from where we should be now. And there's experts out there that say that we should be at you know, I think it was like beginning of the year we should have been at a $300,000 price level. Again, if there were no trading, we'd be at $1 million right now. So just keep that in mind. When Bitcoin is done with all that, there will be better days ahead. And we're actually at a good day right now. We're sitting at all-time highs, cloud 9, just waiting for the big move to happen, and it could happen any day, any night. Get a big another sovereign nation, another country wants to get on board, and again, like we talked about last night, Arizona's getting in a big way, and oh Jesus. Yeah, Arizona is looking to add Bitcoin to their state's retirement fund, which is amazing for a state. I mean, we're already talking about, like, this all adds up, okay? All this stuff adds up. All this is you know, adoption. It may not be mainstream adoption yet, but I mean, we're talking about nations, countries, states now. Like, it's only a matter of time. Anyway, I wanted to touch briefly on Bitcoin, but today I also wanted to jump big into Solana. Solana made a huge pump today. Oh my god. We touched about 150. It was, yeah, 150 and 15 cents. That's where we were. And one of my buddies on my Discord just said, "Oh, I got Bitcoin." Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. Everyone should have some allocation to Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. Yeah, so Solana pump today. What was that all about? Well, Jupiter, Solana's you know, bestest, newest DEX, right? Everyone's jumping on board with Jupiter and the meme coins, of course. The meme coins drive everything now, right? And the biggest meme coin on Solana, which is Bonk, and I don't think Bonk has really performed too well lately. But there may be another meme coin that I'm not familiar with that is popping off on the Solana chain, and being traded on, you know, the easiest and best swap out there, which is now Jupe. If I were to guess, I'd say maybe Rats is a new meme coin. I don't know, because Jupe's, if you haven't seen, Jupiter's logo is like a cat with a oh, Mondo might be into this. A cat with an astronaut suit. I had an article pulled up earlier. Where is it? Jupiter. So, Jupiter surges 35% as Jupe holders stake 123 million to pick next Solana token launch. Users have already staked $123 million worth of Jupe to vote on which Solana project will get to debut a token via Jupiter's LFG launchpad. The native token of Solana based decentralized exchange, DEX, as you will, aggregator, Jupiter, surged to Thursday, apparently aided in part by the platform's rollout of an incentivized voting mechanism for community members to choose which tokens will be next debuted on via this launchpad. Jupiter's up 35% in the last 24 hours and almost at 78 cents at writing. Ooh. Man, it pumped it quite a bit. I got a bag of Jupe. Sitting on my wallet somewhere. But yeah, it's always nice to have a little exposure to you know, the biggest actors in the space moving, and I really am bullish on Solana. I picked up quite a bit of Solana back in the day, and it's starting to really pay off now. If I were to give advice now, wait for a pullback. 150 is pretty high right now for Solana. We're about halfway from our all-time highs. It's popping off. If we have a pullback, it looks like we already started consolidating at 143. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but Solana, I personally believe at one point, Solana may, depends on how ETH goes, and the Ethereum ETFs, but I believe that Solana is going to flip ETH one day. I have a really good feeling, a really good conviction. Because even with the new, we'll see how Dencun goes, right? Denkun's supposed to happen this month. I forget what day the launch is happening, the update. But if they do get those prices down enough to make it more interesting for the average consumer, the average retail crypto enthusiast, to jump back on the Ethereum blockchain again and actually move stuff around without paying $70 or whatever the hell it is. Oh my god, I spent like $70 to move my move all my ETH off of the exchanges a few weeks ago, and like, oh my god, that's just too much, man, too much. Anywho, so that's what's going on with Solana right now. Super bullish. Again, if you're not super bullish right now in this market, I don't know. I can't help you. Gotta ask yourself one question. Yeah, because this space is blowing the hell up. Pay attention. Do some data, do some research, do some analysis. Leave some comments. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want me to deep dive. I'll go into it. I'll help you. I'll scratch your back. I've been in the space for 3 years. I can tell you the orange pill works here. Oh god, that meme. Mondo actually showed me that meme a while back. I've been here for 7 years. You've ever seen that meme before? I gotta make a tribute to it. I've been here for 3 years. The orange pills taste good here. I forget, what was it? I've been here for anyway. I'm not gonna. I'll dig around with it later. But anyway, anywho, that's what's going on right now. Markets are blowing up like crazy. Altcoins are finally getting a little bit of a runoff from Bitcoin, which is great. We haven't seen that in a while. Really needed that. And of course, stock market is again in the middle of this court hearing today, where our the hearing of Federal Jerome Powell. Stock market was going up. We're hitting all-time highs. Almost everything's up like mad as the dollar is dumping. And yeah, we're sitting extreme greed again today. 75 on the stock exchanges, 81 on crypto. Woo! It's nice to be back on top again. And yeah, we're just moving on up. There's no telling where we're going to end this cycle. We have no clue. We don't even know if it is going to end. It could be a super cycle like everyone's talking about. But CNBC is covering it every single day. If you go jump on, I say this almost every day, just jump on YouTube real quick. And you just type in Bitcoin, right? The first thing I guarantee to pop up is going to be all the big news outlets. Look at them. All covering it every flipping hour. They can't stop talking about Bitcoin. Scaramucci and Pompliano are talking about it every day on CNBC. You gotta be wondering if they're getting paid to do this. Obviously they're pumping their own bags, but But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's like every single day, it's this constant overflow in Bitcoin crypto news. Wow. Apparently, Fox News covered, look at this article, this headline for Fox. Crypto expert reveals whether Trump or Biden is better for Bitcoin. Obviously, you know, it's Fox News. They're going to say Trump is better for Bitcoin. But the Democrats in general have been having a huge pushback, 100% divided now. I would be very surprised at this point, seeing that it's 100% correlated to which party you vote for, whether or not, the Dems or the Republicans are going to support crypto. We know that the Dems are pretty much out of it, and I'm not one for politics. I'm very fair in my my bias when it comes to politics. It's all about corruption and greed in my eyes, and of course the dystopian future that they are pushing us towards, and borrowing off the backs of future generations, as Powell put it in the 60-minute interview. Yeah, to me it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. This is what the powers and will are going to allow us to have. So yeah, that's what you see when you type in Bitcoin now, and all the top news is covering it. All the top news outlets. So that's the first thing I look for, and then of course Google Trends. Let's check that again today, and see where Bitcoin is as it sits at its all-time highs again for the third day straight. Is America giving an actual F about Bitcoin yet? Let's find out. No. No. 4 o'clock this morning, there was a little bit of a pump, 7 a.m. in interest, and then it waned off. Looks like Illinois and New York, obviously the big business sectors, right, are the only ones really interested in Bitcoin at the moment. Oh man, when is retail gonna wake up? When are the average consumers gonna figure out Bitcoin is on the biggest move of its natural life in history? You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. Stupid. Thanks, Oscar. I don't know. We gotta figure this out. Anywho, everything else in Bitcoin is basically everyone just kind of going back and forth. Yeah. When we break through. 75, 70, 75. That's the target. That's the next target. I've been calling for a $75,000 Bitcoin since the beginning of the year before the halving, and we are so close. So close. And now, I mean, why stop there? All we gotta do is break the mold, and we got nowhere to go. We are an uncharted territory for Bitcoin. And it's gonna be amazing. I can't get over it. Can't stop talking about it. Can't stop ranting and raving about it. It is every single day, every single second, absolutely all-consuming. Yeah. So, other news: ETH is also pushing all-time highs, getting closer and closer to that $4,000 target. You have a bag of ETH? You're up today. You're up in a big way. I've got a bag of ETH. Pretty good. I don't. We'll see. We'll see with the Dangoon upgrade, but I don't like to shill it as much as I probably should. ETFs again are going to be a big reason why we're rallying so much, but again, everything in general is going to follow Bitcoin, and as Bitcoin gets, I mean, we're already at all-time highs. All these other coins, all the altcoins are not near their all-time highs. Bitcoin's getting a lot of love, and the ETFs are the only thing we can really pinpoint to that price action. So this time truly is different. There's no other way around it. It is what it is. Looks like Jasmy's coming up again a little bit today, coming back down, consolidating at about 2 cents again. But we did almost touch 3 cents a few days ago. I'm excited. I covered this the other day too. If you have a $1 million bag of Jasmine right now, as a lot of people, that was the target. That was the target last year, the year before that. million Jasmine. If you believe Jasmine, $1 million Jasmine. You should have at least $1 million a million Jasmine. But yeah, just remember, every time you're up and you got a huge bag of Jasmine, let's say $1 million, you're up about 10 grand every cent. So keep that in mind. Big things are coming. And Jasmine, again, all the news coming out from Japan now, it's actually been getting increasingly interesting. They've been staying quiet, but things have rumors have kind of come out more. Ride sharing. Ooh, ride sharing. I was waiting for my buddy last night to come by, and I caught Maximus. If you're not familiar with Maximus on YouTube, I'm gonna give him a shout out tonight. I actually said hi to him on a stream last night. Maximus. Yeah, so if you're familiar with Max, or if you're not, he got me through last year's bear market. I just gave him a shout out. And the year before that, been watching him for a while. He actually used to be a part of a bigger group, and they you know, kind of went their separate ways, and he kind of took over the stream and rebranded, which is awesome. I'm happy for him. That was a while back though, sometime middle of last year, the end of last year. But anywho, Maximus, just want to do a shout out to him. He was talking about this last night. Jasmine, Apple, plus the Japanese Department of Defense. If you haven't checked that out yet, please do that. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing. I just want to give a shout out to him. Yeah, big things are coming to Jasmine. And one of the things they did touch base on, it was him and Rob talking about that last night. I think it was Serendipity. That was a good stream. Yeah, they're basically talking about the what's the best way to describe it? So we talked before about how the rideshare apps in Japan are starting to like offer services and offer like discounts and coupons and kind of like pulling your data. And Jasmine is looking to basically filter out all the nonsense. Like, take all of your data and again, keep it locked up in private, but use it as a template for everything that you want in your life. Say you see all these ads on YouTube all the time. I get Domino's ads all the time because my buddies keep bothering me, and they know that every time they say Domino's, my YouTube will give me tons and tons of ads. So everything, Domino's. Now you guys got like 10 Domino's pizza ads on your stream. It's a real thing. If you don't believe me, I've been paying attention to our open mics on our phones now for about the last 5-6 years. It's been going on. They're listening to you. They're listening to you 24/7. Don't you think they're not? And this is what we're hoping for with Jasmine, is to not only prevent that from happening, hopefully in the future with IoT, Internet of Things technology, but also protect your privacy and your data, and then sell it if you want to sell it. And configure it and tailor it to your needs, your everyday needs. Say you don't want to see freaking Domino's ads anymore. Well, that's something that eventually it'll just kind of shape and form into, oh, I've already purchased this. I don't need to see that anymore. I already have this. And it'll just kind of be tailored to you. And these rideshare apps are going to pick up on that, and they're going to say like, oh, you have a Spotify account. Oh, you like this song. You like that kind of music. And then pull that kind of data into rideshare and technology. And that's just one use case. I mean, we're not even talking about the medical field and the use case for that. And also like personal data, driver's licenses, maybe school education, maybe even one day resumes, business, right? So don't, if you haven't gotten to Jasmine yet and you're looking into it a little more, please do some research. There's so much there for it. And we're getting more and more every, I would say it's coming out slowly. Again, these guys know what they're doing. Hara and Sato, they know what they're doing. They're only putting out the information to the consumers as needed, because again, a lot of these coins aren't meant for us. All these coins are just going to be, business related, like XRP, right? Everyone's talking about, why hasn't XRP pumped yet? Why isn't XRP? Well, XRP, even said from the very beginning, it wasn't meant for the average consumer. It's meant for larger corporations and that sort of thing. So, I don't know. Do I think Jasmine's like that? No, I don't. I think Jasmine's going to be a little more user-friendly and maybe treated a little more differently in Japan. I'm not sure about outside Japan yet, but they are getting more partnerships with Hong Kong. Jasmine working with Hong Kong will be incredible. Incredible. And that may just be because Binance and their copycat Jasmine project may have fell through. I don't know. I haven't really kept up with that, but anywho, just want to touch base on that. Give a call out, a shout out to Max. Pretty awesome. Thanks again, man, for being there for me in the bear market. Anyway, so yeah, tons of stuff happening right now. You can never go over everything. There's just so much happening every single day. Again, shout out to Maximus. Thank you again. If you haven't picked up your your tickets yet for Bitcoin Nashville, it's happening July 25th to 27th. Just kind of shilling this a little bit. I'm not sponsored at all. I just want to get the people out there and educated. So, if you're in the area, if you want to stop by, I am planning on going. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. It'll be my first one in real life. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll cover some while I'm out there too. Yeah, and crazy. Countdown. We have. Oh, my screen's going crazy. We have 43 days, 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 28 seconds until the 420 blaze it. Bitcoin halving. And you know it's going to be a good halving. Now that we got market institutions and big players, states now adopting it for retirement. That still got to go through court. I can't get super excited about that yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Not that long from now. Just a little over a month and a week. We'll be there. We will be there, and I think as soon as April 8th too. I think last I heard, the date's kind of fluctuating with the last. It depends on the last block being mined, right? So, yeah, that's gonna be huge. Oh, but Jamie Dimon says it's already priced in. Oh, don't worry about it, guys. It ain't going nowhere. Jamie Dimon says it's priced in. You gotta believe Jamie Dimon. Alrighty, let's dive into the ETFs. Look at this. iShares. Oof. Oh my god. Every day we get closer and closer to 200,000. BlackRock accumulating 200,000 Bitcoin. Oh my god, is this up to date as of today? Yes, it is. Look at that. They're getting better. And no, they're not. Never mind. I take that back. We don't know what the inflows are today. I could probably look it up real quick. As always, we get a little bit of market analysis from X, and the people in there are great at pulling stuff that I am too lazy to do. So yeah, BlackRock is probably, if I were to guess, again based on their previous 2 days of inflows, if we're gonna take an average, maybe it went down a little bit. Let's say somewhere between 3,000 and 6,000 Bitcoin. Yesterday was insane. I mean, not yesterday, Monday. Monday was insane. 12,000 Bitcoin in one single day. You're talking about it was like $1 billion worth of inflows just for BlackRock alone. Just BlackRock alone. Not the rest of the ETFs. Remember, there's 9 ETFs. Yeah, it's disgusting. Fidelity's up to 115 now. That is crazy. And MicroStrategy's looking to buy $600 million more, and they're still sitting at 193. So any day now, we're going to see a big inflow for MicroStrategy as well to rival BlackRock. And I mean, I'm sure at some point, Michael Saylor's gotta stop being able to sell those chairs, right? He made a joke about that in Madrid last week. about, he's like, you don't have to sell every chair, just the ones you don't need. After everyone always makes fun of him selling all the office furniture. We're gonna sell all the office furniture. We're gonna sell the tables, the chairs. We're gonna sell the executive desks. We don't need any furniture. We just need a building so we can declare it's a business, and we can just keep buying more and more Bitcoin. That's my best Michael Saylor impression. Anywho, yeah. So they're not stopping. They're not stopping. Anything new on the countries? Nope. No government entities accumulating more. Tesla. So Tesla, there's a rumor Tesla had purchased about $100 million worth of Bitcoin recently. I wonder if that actually is on there now. No, so I'm not sure if that's it was something on their balance sheet that popped up. They're still trying to investigate. I don't know. There's rumors. I could probably find a quick little news article about it, since it was all in the news today. 2024 March. Come on. Get back to our Bitcoin chart. Tesla did not buy or sell any Bitcoin in the lead up to the spot Bitcoin ETF. That's interesting. This is the one we're talking about. Tesla's increased Bitcoin wallet balance sparks speculation. This is cryptotimes.io. Tesla's holding and investing an investment in Bitcoin is important since its company Bitcoin wallets are valued at 335 million right now, which is about 11,500 Bitcoin. This tells us that there is a jump of 12,463 Bitcoin from the amount reported. Ooh, spicy. So yeah, that's what's going on. So right now it's just speculation, but yeah, it could be something they're looking to get back into allocating into. They sold off a ton. It was like 2022, something like that. They sold a ton. Actually, I think it showed up in the treasuries we were just looking at. Yeah, I was like, face plants.
You stupid?
Yeah, exactly. But again, that was in the past, right? That was old news. We're talking about them buying back in. That's good. That's good news. They're buying back in, and they're buying back in big, and higher prices too. I mean, this is nuts. Well, yeah. So the Bitcoin treasuries. Yep, that's what we're doing. Before I get sidetracked in my mind, Bitcoin treasuries. Boom, 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 boom. Going back to Tesla. It doesn't show their current balance as being referred to that, and it was asked to update in 2022. So as I was saying, I do remember them still having a big sell-off. Yep, and there it is. And that's when they sold back in 2022. I remember when that happened. I think I may not marked in my chart somewhere on my pins, but anywho, I hate to beat a dead horse, but it's pretty stupid. Pretty stupid. I'm not gonna tell Tesla what to do with their money. But remember, Elon Musk is not the grand wizard everyone wants him to be. Oh God, that's a terrible thing to compare him to. He's not the grand god everyone wants him to be. He stopped accepting Bitcoin for Teslas. I think that was 2022 as well, before they sold off. Might have been the end of 2021 even. And then he's like, "Oh, as soon as once we can prove that the Bitcoin is environmentally friendly, then yeah, we will have Bitcoin. We will also allow purchases of Tesla products in cars with Bitcoin." Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was saying that I have a bad impression of him, but he stutters so much. It drives me crazy. Anywho, yeah, enough talking about Elon. Get my blood boiling. Whew. It's been dark times. It's been dark times. People doing whatever they want, not keeping their promises. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Oh, let's take a look again at what else is going on. Anything else popping up? On-chain data is advantage of your Web3 business. Bitcoin trade, Bankman. Yeah, Powell, CBDCs. Yeah, they say that they're nowhere near implementing CBDCs in America. We'll see how that narrative changes next year. Crypto AI tokens in focus as Doji rally. Yes, we talked about that. Nothing really going on at CoinDesk. Arthur Hayes back Bitcoin ordinals trading app that raises $3 million. That's cool. Arthur Hayes is in the news again. News has kind of been falling flat right now. Instant settlement series. It's not about the money. That's what I say. It's about the amount of Bitcoin that you hold in your wallet. There is, I don't see it here, but BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF is going live tomorrow in Brazil. That's awesome. That is awesome. I gotta send that to my buddy right now. He's from Brazil. Let's clip this and send it to him. See if I get a reaction live on air. That'd be funny. Oh, I can also show off my my Bitcoin. I mean my my bank account balance too. I'm on my Discord grabbing that. I showed that yesterday. It was kind of funny. So yeah, this was my bank account balance as of yesterday. $0 in my savings, $1.07 in checking. That's how I'm living my life. On the edge of destruction and chaos. Crypto chaos in the market. Bitcoin only, my friend. No, not financial advice. Just how I live. Let's give a shout out to my buddy Sky. He oh my god. He's got Bitcoin. I'll see if he says anything. In the meantime, yeah, I was gonna say that BRICS. So BRICS nations, if you're not familiar with BRICS, that's Brazil. We're talking about Brazil. Brazil, Russia, India, China, Saudi Arabia, South Africa. There's a ton of other countries that have gotten into it now. It's their, you know, their way to basically fight back the dollar and its stranglehold on the world economic stage. And rumors are right now that BRICS is developing. Let's see if we can find anything on it tonight. Is developing a cryptocurrency to settle all their transactions. BRICS chain. Not sure if that's the one they're actually using. Right here it is. CoinDesk. BRICS will create payment system based on digital currencies and blockchain. Report. For some time now, the BRICS grouping has been making efforts to reduce its reliance on the US dollar settlement. This was huge last year when Saudi Arabia announced that they were going to stop the dollar petrol standard being traded, you know, barrels of oil in dollars exclusively. So that stopped. As far as I know, it's still not. It's loosey-goosey right now. BRICS grouping will create a payment system based on a blockchain. The effort is part in specific tasks for the year to increase the role of BRICS in the international monetary system. The 5-nation BRICS group, comprising of Brazil, Russia, China, India, and South Africa, will work on creating a payment system based on blockchain technologies. by Russian news agency TASS. We believe that creating an independent BRICS payment system is an important goal for the future, which will be based on state-of-the-art tools such as digital technologies and blockchain. The main thing is to make sure it is convenient for governments, common people, and businesses, as well as cost-effective and free politics. Gotta be free of politics. This is what I keep saying. If we just had the Bitcoin standard, if everyone was living on, you know, a Bitcoin standard, not dollar, you know, a dollarization standard, we wouldn't have to worry about this bias. All these politicians, and you say, what bias? What bias? All these politicians and the lobbyists, they're sitting out there every single day reading scripts proposed to them by lobbies to propose new bills and nonsense that we, the people, do not need in these bills to be passed. Come on! I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Ugh. The Kremlin aide Yuri Yushkov said in an interview with TASS, the effort is in part a specific task for the year to increase the role. I should have clicked on that. The role of BRICS for the international monetary system. For some time now, the BRICS grouping has been making efforts to reduce its reliance on the U.S. dollar, as known as de-dollarization. Work will continue to develop a contingent reserve arrangement. Everyone knows. We just covered this with Bukele a few days ago. Remember what he said? Let me go back and find it. I have it ready to go.
There are other symptoms that are even more difficult to diagnose. For instance, the financial situation of the United States. They always tell me that the problem is high taxes. You're right in that. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is not the high taxes themselves, but the fact that they are not even really funding the government. Not even those high taxes, higher than a lot of places in the world, not even those taxes are really funding the government. So who's financing the government? Government is financed by treasury bonds, paper. And who buys the treasury bonds? Mostly the Fed. And how does the Fed buy them? By printing money. But what backing does the Fed have for that money being printed? The treasury bonds themselves. So basically, you finance the government by printing money out of thin air.
And there you have it. The rest of the world has figured out. I don't believe El Salvador is part of BRICS, by the way, just to let you know. FYI. But that is, of course, President Bukele of El Salvador, the Bitcoin nation. The first Bitcoin nation. And, yeah, they figured it out. No one is stupid. Everyone's sick of it. De-dollarization is coming. It's been on the brink now for the last, I would say since COVID. It was like woke everyone up. And before that, BRICS has been a thing. And BRICS was originally founded, I think, in like 2016, 2012, something like that. Let's take a little deep dive into BRICS. BRICS. Da-da-da. Ooh, looks like, look at this, actually. It was founded around the same time Bitcoin was created, after the 2008 financial crisis. Like here, pretty much founded in 2009, the first BRICS summit. The idea was introduced in 2001, and first formal summit was in 2009. So yeah, about the same time Bitcoin was created, so was the BRICS nation. Everyone has had enough. The dollar is done, so it's dead. It's dead. We don't need this paper money anymore. It's $34 trillion, 34 and a half, going on $35 trillion in debt. Do we need to go into this again? Boom. Everything comes up. Boom! $34.5 trillion. And they said today during Congress, $1 trillion is minted every 100 days in this country. And that's if we don't have any freaking bill. That's what we're paying. What's happening every 100 days? That means that we're going to have an average of $3 to $4 trillion. I would say argue even more. We have no idea what the military budget is. The black projects, the stuff, again, deep conspiracy stuff, right? Ooh, I love that stuff. Ooh, deep, dark conspiracies in this just dark dystopian world. It's happening. It's true. It's all true. Drives me nuts. Makes me sick. But it is. This is what we're dealing with every single day, and it's all on the backs of Americans. And like Bukele says, they don't even need our tax dollars. They don't need it. They're gonna print money regardless because they need to pay this debt, and they add more debt to the debt. So the great coin Kentucky Derby right now is happening with Bitcoin, right? And the ETFs. What happens when the countries start piling in? States already started piling in now. We already got Arizona on board, right? Trying to pass legislation to allow them to incorporate Bitcoin into their retirement funds in Arizona. That's for federal. That's federal retirement. Yeah. So what happens when all these countries want to play El Salvador's game, right? Adopt Bitcoin as a nation. I mean, we've got tons of. Bukele was actually at another. I think he was out Saudi Arabia talking to them about Bitcoinization, right? It's only a matter of time. I'd say the next few countries are going to be Argentina, Saudi Arabia. We already know Dubai is on it, going in a big way. Dubai is getting big into crypto. They're looking to. Right now, we got three nations competing to be the crypto capital of the world, and that is Japan, Hong Kong, and Dubai. Those are the big three right now, and they're getting up there, right? America's we're behind. We could still find a way to redeem ourselves, but not with these boomers sitting around making dumb policies that don't help anybody. So that's my political rant for the day and conspiracy segment, I guess. It's crazy. Whew. Man, what a mouthful. Right now it's about 5 minutes until market opens. Actually, no, market's already opened in China. They're about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes in on their day. Japan's about ready to hit the afternoon, which is usually the biggest time frame. They're still about an hour away from the 12 o'clock. We're starting to see a little bit more volume, but it's kind of died down. And who knows? Maybe tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, probably see the biggest inflows in the foreign markets. Let's see what we got last night. That was a bit of a pump on the 4th at about 3 a.m. And we've got a little bit last night too. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised we see all-time highs when we wake up tomorrow morning, and it's gonna be like Christmas, right? Santa Claus is gonna come. Bitcoin China actually is gonna come. She's gonna tiptoe and sneak into your house, and she's gonna make you wake up with a nice shiny new Bitcoin next to your pillowcase, your Bitcoin price. And that is going to be it for today. That is today's news. That is today's gospel, Bitcoin gospel, and market analysis. Bitcoin go up. And yeah, if we get a pullback, we're probably looking at another pullback back down to 65. And really, I really would like to see that though. I want to see a 5% pullback, like I said. I want to see us just knock these traders off their ass. It's another slap in the face, another wake up call, and then we shoot to the moon, and then we'll be in the.
Make myself zillions of bucks.
Yeah, we'll be in the money. Anywho, I'm gonna call that for tonight. Have a good night. If you catch me, please do all the things. Like, subscribe, do all the things. I gotta beat those algos. All right. Have a good night. This is Otaku signing off. Sayonara.